So this video will continue from where we left during the previous video, where we have detected the desired duplicates, and in the previous video we performed a manual merge based on selected records. This video tutorial will focus on how you can make a bulk auto merge. So once the duplicates are detected, as you know, we will this time click on show all duplicates, and from here what we can do is start to define what our master record should look like based on some predefined criteria. So I have my duplicates here, and if I go on the ribbon and click for merge duplicates, I will get this window where on the right side I have all my attributes from the contact entity. I can select all, I can filter which attribute I would like to include in my master, but in this case I'm selecting all. And here on the left side we have different options. One of the options is utilizing a fetch XML, where you can define the criteria for your master record. But many customers, they're not familiar with fetch XML, or they would like, utilize the built-in capability as they find it also useful. Here, during the merge, we have included 8 built-in capabilities. Notice each capability here has 2 selection options. You can define your master by saying that the master record should be the record that is created first. So in other words, oldest to newest, or record that is modified first. Another example is record that is created last. So if I have 2 records, one created in 2015 and the other in 2020, the record that is created in 2020 will be the master, and everything else will merge into that. Or you can also say the one that is recently modified. And not only that, you also have the option to choose the master, to define the master record being the record that contains most activities, or the record that contains most populated fields. So in this way you ensure that your master record is the richest record. And the opposite scenario, where maybe not as useful as the other 3 options, but nevertheless is still there. If there's a scenario it makes sense for your business, you have the option to select the record that contains less or least activities or fields. So once you define your master record here, you also, as you saw in the previous video, you are also able to define your related data. So not only you can take attributes from your current record, you can also merge related records to your master. In this case, I will just go ahead and choose my merge record, the first one, and without further ado, I can go ahead and perform a merge. I can even maybe go ahead and say, you know what, I'm not going to include any merge records. I can also define install a background service from our website and utilize that to make the bulk merge in the background. It's totally up to you. There is a dedicated section in the PDF file, which I've mentioned a few times earlier, where you can read on the different capabilities and what background service can help you achieve. In this scenario, I can just go ahead and start my merge based on the my master record. And as you can see here now, it's the job, the bulk auto bulk job is running in the background and is already completed. So with that, what this means that if I go here and I go to my DD bulk results, I will be able to see that all the records that are now merged, if anything has failed. So what this also means that if I go to my Sales Hub and just select the contacts and I run the same job again, in this case it should not find any further duplicates. now that they are merged. So this means that my database is totally clean for duplicates. So if I go here, select active contacts, and I go and select my duplicate detection, run it for all records. As you can see, there are 0 duplicates. This concludes the tutorial on how you can define a bulk, auto-bulk merge process in order to auto-merge your records. Thank you.